Hello, viewers, and welcome to Life Balance with Dr. Chinwe Ikwe. And on today's episode, we're going to be looking at governance, okay, as it pertains to Nigeria, your community, your society, and all of that. And of course, discussing that with me, it's somebody, a vibrant young man who is very, very sound. He's done so very much for himself. He's a seasoned professional. And of course, he's going to be talking to us about governance as it relates to the estate where he resides, okay, how he's going to contribute his own quota to the governing of the estate. And that person is not that person, that Mr. Tunji. In fact, he's Alhaji Lawal Tunji. You're welcome to the show, sir.
I prefer to be called Tunji Lawal.
Oh, okay, Tunji Lawal. Oh, of course, I always know you're a very humble person.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome to the show, sir. So who exactly is Mr. Tunji Lawal?
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Tunji Lawal, I'll humbly say Tunji is born of late Alhaji Moshood Lawal and late Alhaja Sekina Lawal. My parents are late, and my father died when I was 19 years old. We are 7 in number, 7 kids, and I happen to be the first son of the family, and at that time the responsibility fell on me to take care of my siblings, and I'm happy and glad today that God has been wonderful to us. I went to school at Maryland Comprehensive Secondary School, where I did my secondary school and then graduated from the Ogun State University with a BSc degree in business administration.
Yeah, okay.
And at the time at which I graduated, I came up to start running my parents' company, then a nail manufacturing company after Jota. And it was one of the top manufacturing companies in Nigeria, producing nails, which is roofing nails.
Oh, okay.
I did it for a couple of years, and after that, I ventured into waste management, and this waste management was during the era of Governor of Lagos State,
Okay.
Governor Marwa. There was pre-1999.
Okay.
I was one of those 20 companies that was given the management of waste.
So one of the 20s, one of those.
20 companies.
Oh, really? Wow. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah. And we did it for a couple of years before the coming of the civilian government.
Okay.
We decided to stop. We had a lot of problems with the residents. We were managing Shomolu local government then and other environments. So I left this business and decided to go into computer importation, computer accessories, and refrigerators and carpets. And then from there, moved into commodity brokerage.
Wow.
And then I went into commodities itself. And today, I am a commodity exporter.
Wow. So is that your final bus stop? Because it looks like you've been moving around and all of those until you've found, pitch your tent somewhere that you feel very comfortable with.
Life is about moving. Doing things until you find where you're more comfortable.
Yeah.
And then I was able to get more comfort with the commodity export. I was a broker before I became an exporter itself.
Oh, okay.
And by God's grace, today I am the president of the Association of Hibiscus Flower Exporters of Nigeria.
Wow, that's massive too.
I am also the chairman, Lagos State Table Tennis Association Board.
Okay.
I am also the chairman of Lagos State Lagos Country Club Table Tennis Section.
Wow.
And I've been doing this for a couple of years, and then altogether, I could rate myself to have done so well.
Wow. In fact, I can see you're really a success. I've been trying to follow your website. I've been monitoring you closely. I've been watching you. That's why I actually invited into this show. I've seen some fantastic things you've done in the past. I know about your philanthropic lifestyle and all of those things. I remember, I heard somebody saying you feed about 400 people every day during the Ramadan and all of those. I was like, wow, this is somebody with a heart of good. It takes somebody with, real, true, will I say, very good hearts to do such, So do you still do that up till now?
Yeah, it was something I ventured into, realizing the fact that God gave us what we had to be who we are today, and not forgetting that it's not because we are the kind of people that He loves the most.
Mm-hmm.
We are His choice at the time He was giving what He gave to us, and we should remember that some people also, God's people, always need us, and we need to give to them. I started this charitable venture several years back with just oranges of 100 naira.
With just oranges?
Oranges of 100
Wow.
naira during Ramadan. I give to people every day. And I moved from 100 naira to 1,000 naira to 2,000 naira.
Wow.
And I started giving food when I was in Ojota. Then when I moved to this estate, I continued with that. And then I realized that the numbers kept on growing every day. The only time we had a bit of issue was during the COVID.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we couldn't give cooked food to people, but we gave raw. We still managed to give raw to them on a daily basis, and they still appreciated it. But I promised myself and promised my God that I won't stop doing this until I die.
Wow.
As long as He has given me what He has given to me, He has given me because those people will come and get it from me, and I will never deny them from getting it by His grace.
Wow, this is really inspiring. It's so interesting that we have people like this who are still in this country, who are able to touch lives despite all else and not all the economy. So the estates, that is the Millennium City Center Estates, the beautiful Millennium City Center Estates. I know you're vying for a position. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So what's the position you're vying for?
Yeah, I'm vying for the chairmanship.
I know. In fact, it suits you anyway. It already suits you because you were the chairman for the Table Tennis Association, the chairman of this, the chairman of that. So I think chairmanship is all about you anyway. Anyway, that's by the way. But we need to know if you're capable of holding that position because, yes, I know you manage big organizations, right? But let's look at it now. We're talking about an estate, okay, which has its challenges and all of that. So how long have you been in this estate so we can know if you have an idea of where you want to manage?
Yeah, I've been in this estate for almost 20 years.
Oh, really?
I came into this estate during the times when the roads were being constructed, when we usually have floods around. When it's raining, we are always afraid, what is going to happen after the rains, the flood that goes into houses, compounds. And unfortunately, during those times, some people lost their lives.
Wow.
And may their soul rest in peace. So many drainages. But over those times, development has come to the estate. And then today, we can see how beautiful it is. But kudos. I really give a huge appreciation to those who have taken us to where we are today. And they've done what they could do. I remember those days when the roads were so bad and then infrastructure was terrible, security was so bad, the Omoniles that were troubling us over the time. So, but I give kudos to those who have done what they have done to us to have a wonderful estate that we have, especially to Mr. Soji Adeniji, the current chairman of the estate executives. They've done a wonderful job. The secretary, Mr. Okeke, the vice, Mr. Chajike, and a host of others who are members of the ESCO. Kudos to them because for them to have taken us where we are, it's a huge thing they did. But like I always say, if there was no yesterday, there won't be a today.
Okay, yeah.
And it will take this today to take us to tomorrow. They've done their best yesterday. They got us to where we are today. Some people will have to come and take us to tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that they will leave a legacy for those that will come.
Today what we see is a beautiful Millennium Estate, very beautiful estate in the beautiful city of Lagos as well. And so some people made it happen. And I'm happy on giving kudos to them. Because we what we see in governance in Nigeria today is that most times people come in, they don't even acknowledge their predecessors. So there's no continuity in governance. they just start something new, so you see a lot of abandoned projects and all of that. So I'm happy that you're one of those people who feel that, there should be continuity. So tell us now, the security, the electricity you talked about and all of that, you're going to push that forward and all of that. What exactly do you have?
Security-wise, I look forward to an improvement in what we have today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, I am a believer in the training process.
Okay.
And if we have a group of security men in the estate, we need to train and retrain.
Yeah.
Because life is evolving. Everything is evolving. The security threats, they are evolving too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we have cyber issues as much as we have physical issues. And we have to put all this into consideration. Digital protection for the estate. We have to look at that as well. And these are things we'll put into consideration. Look at the gates. We need also to give the security guys some comfort for them to believe in those of whom they are, securing to trust, like I always say. Then we'll be able to, get what we want from them. Infrastructural development too.
Yeah.
Like I said also, that we'll take it from where they got to. We will have to continue with the maintenance of the road network, improvement of the roads and the drainages, so that we don't have this flood and so on and so forth. We'll move closer to the government of the day. We'll work with the government of the day, the local government and the state government, and get across to so much connections that we can get from there, so that we can have attention to our estate at the government level. And then also socially, estates like you, I'm sure you probably must have noticed that last year we had a party during the elections when we had the very, very highly charged environment.
The other party was fantastic, I must say. It was quite a beautiful one. And you spearheading that party and all of that.
I did then, because over almost 20 years I've been in this estate. We've never had such a party in the estate that we had a gathering. And the election, was so charged because of the different parties we are residents belonging, but we were able to bring everybody on board for that party, and then it was so smooth. And then that the ones we did recently, the estate party, the New Year party, we brought a lot of people together, and that we never even knew we were neighbors in the estate.
I saw Tony Tutula there.
Yeah,
and he played. Yeah, at point 9.
I never knew he was part of the estate, and a couple of people, and I see this estate as a huge potential for networking and socializing. We have those people there, but first we need to establish trust with each other. Accountability, transparency, belief, unity, especially in each other in this estate. So if we have this and people truly believe in what they are doing, we can get the best out of this estate. And my tenure, I would want to continue this social engagement for people. This is what brings people out. I've noticed over the years that the way we exist in this estate is me and my house. I go into my house, I lock my gate, and that's it. And like the saying goes that wherever you stay, the first point of call is your neighbor. How well do you know that your neighbor? So I want us to establish this with ourselves. And then it's going to be a reoccurrence over time. Electricity. Yes, we know we're having issues of late with the national grid, and that is also something that has to do with the government. But we'll keep pushing, especially with the electricity committee. They are doing a human job, connecting with the IKEDC at every time we have issues. We'll continue to do this. We'll continue to connect with them and ensure that we have... we get the priority that we need for residents of the estate. This and many more things we have in mind that will take us to the next level.
So how do you intend, because from what I can see about you, you've been integrating people, you've been trying to, bring people together and all of that. You function very well in that aspect. Otherwise, you won't be the chairman anyway. And that's I know. Okay. I've actually followed you closely. I know that all things they say about you in the club, in Lagos Country Club, in Lagos States. Generally, I heard so much about you. I'm quite impressed. So tell us, okay, is it just going to end out there? Because you'll be uniting people together. There's so many great things there. What about in the estate? Since you're contesting, how do you want to bring in that same, words of experience here to uniting people together? What's your plans?
Thank you. MCC is a community of diverse individuals, different ethnic groups, with different beliefs, different religious groups. The most important thing is having to bring them together on board. Leadership, for me, in this estate is not something that I intend to do autocratically.
Okay.
This is something that everybody must have a say.
Well, yeah.
In what goes on. I remember when I was coming in as chairman of Lagos Country Club, there was a lot of divergence of views. The first thing I did to bring people back on board, I established a reconciliatory committee to bring people back. Those who are grieved with themselves, those who have issues with themselves. And within 1 month, we were able to solve about 10 issues. And since then, we brought people on board in decision making and everything we did. My first year as the chairman, I was able to meet my people. We raised about 7 million naira for us to have a New Year party just for table tennis section.
Wow.
My second year, we raised about 8 million just for a New Year party. And this current year, in January, we had our New Year party. I raised about 11 million naira to bring in Sunny Ade, which was the first of its kind in the club, first in the history, for a section to bring Sunny Ade to entertain its members. I wouldn't have been able to do this if the people did not trust me, if the people did not believe in me, and then they trusted the fact that I united them. This is what I'm bringing on board in the estate.
Now, that's the thing that's very important.
Yeah. Meeting this, I need my first few months, I want to meet everybody, every zone, talk to people, bring them in. You see, when we are able to do this, we're supposed to be having social events. It will help us to know each other better. We also have events like my elders evening, our youth evening, and the New Year, Easter, the Muslim festival. We can have all this in the estate, bringing people together for this social gathering. I can tell you the last party we had that it has helped some people in their various businesses.
Yeah.
Now, who would have known that there was a guy who is producing water as good as it is in the estate, and fantastic. We are all patronizing it. It was due to the party. I wouldn't have known Tony Trailer due to the party. I wouldn't have known that we have a general manager of British Airways in the estate that we can all run to if we want to travel. It was due to the party. And we need to have many more like that.
Yeah, I think so.
And things to bring people out for them to trust in their estate that this is what we have. But unity comes first.
Yeah, unity comes first.
Out of that trust, we need to unite. MCCE is one beautiful estate, one of the top estates we have in Nigeria, in Lagos. So we have to believe in it. We have to trust in it, trust in the leadership. And that is what I'm bringing to the fore. We need to do this together.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It is about us. It makes us to make MCCE. Let's do this together.
And I know you're a sports lover as a table tennis chairperson, chairman. And that means you're going to be bringing some sports-like things for us to let's also enjoy, the unity in sports. And of course, there's the community itself, So do you play table tennis and all of that? You talked about football. I was thinking you're going to be playing football, but now you're playing table tennis.
When I was in school, I was a footballer.
Oh, you were?
I played football to the top level. And I had an invitation to the under-18, to the under-21.
Simplicity pause. Can you go? You did say you had invitation to the under 18 national
under 18
national team.
Yes.
Wow.
I had an invitation to the under 21 football team.
Wow.
Then in Ibadan, towards Saudi 89, and I didn't go just for one reason.
You didn't go. That's what everybody's looking out to, to be being part of such.
I didn't go basically because I lost my father in 1985 when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
And my mother was running the family. And being the first son, I knew very well that I must be a good example to my siblings who followed me.
Okay.
If I fail, they will fail. So I made up my mind that I will not fail my mother. And I promised her that I will go through my education, I will graduate and be a better person. And on this promise, I did not go to the camp to play football. I stood with my education and I graduated as I promised her. And I remember that she came to my graduation and she was so happy that I kept my promise. And if you ask me today, I'm so glad that I chose my education to keep my promise over football. Because today, I'm glad to see who I became today. And about table tennis, yes, my experience with the game, I will bring it to the estates. I want to bring it to the estates.
I also play table tennis. Maybe I could just beat you one of these days.
Oh yeah, I look forward to that. Like I said, that we will establish an endowment fund of 100 million, where we would seek donors towards establish a regional place where we can all gather at for social and sporting activities. And I've also made a promise that on resumption, we're elected, I have pledged 5 million naira towards this program. And because I believe in it and I believe in the oneness of the estate. And I'm sure that I can assure you that the likes of the Haruna Quadris of Nigeria, players, Damusa,
wow,
I will bring them to the estate.
Wow, that's fantastic to hear. Wow. Wow, the sports spirit is something that unites Nigeria and unites people together. And I'm happy that you're in that area where you can bring your wealth of experience to, integrate into our own community here and people unite, catch fun.
Yeah.
Life is just very simple if you understand what it takes.
True.
Okay, and with people like you who understand the simplicity of life, it's very important that we put our hands together and take it to the next level.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you. Sir.
Thank you so much.
And so there's something I picked from what you just said now. Okay, you said your mother, you promised her you were not going to you were going to finish your education, and that was why you didn't go for the international competition that everybody was looking out for. For me, it strikes a lot. It taught me a lot about you. It's not just about not going. It tells me that you're somebody that keeps to his words. Sure. I mean, you had promised your mom, despite the fact that this was something every person was going to jump at, but you said no because you had promised your mother. So that means that when we entrust something into your hands and you say, yes, I'm going to do this, that means that Mr. Lawal Tunji is definitely going to do that because for somebody to, you're quite responsible and accountable, and you're a man of your words. I'm so glad.
Yes, I want to use this opportunity again to say that you entrusted me during the first party. You trusted me with your money during the second party. We raised as much as 2.8 million thereabout for this party. I assured the residents of the estate that they will have a wonderful evening, and I kept my promise that they had a wonderful evening. I was accountable with every money, every penny is spent. I was accountable on the platform to every member of the estate. Going forward, this will be what we will get. I can assure you, it won't stop there. There will be more of things we would enjoy in this estate.
You're something about the elderly. You like you're going to be having like...
Yeah, and this brings me to the idea that has once been touted in the estates about bringing the medical professionals together
Okay.
on one platform where they can be responsive to members of the estate. And I think we'll revisit that, where we'll bring them on board and then see what we can contribute to establish a place for them where they can gather where possible, or where we can have a platform for them where we can easily call them to respond to any medical needs from time to time. Yes, we are going to look forward to having medical talks from time to time. We have more of the elderly ones.
We need to have these talks. So the people are then watching football and dropping them. You need to advise them. You need people to talk to us. We're watching an AFCON match. We're happy and people are dropping them. Yes, I think there should be a balance.
Yeah, we do.
Educating people and all.
In some of the places where I chair, we do this.
Okay.
And then I would bring it on board again.
Okay.
The estate, so that people can have easy access to, medical attention. And also, going beyond the medical thing, we are looking also at social evenings where in the estate we can have a ladies' night, we can have an elderly night, we can have the youth night, and we can have a party from time to time. Who says we can't do it?
We can.
Who says a few of us cannot sponsor such evenings? Like I have in my head the kind of people we have. Oh, this year is going to be wonderful.
Wow.
Bring me on board.
Wow. No, we're still going to bring you on board, So, you're a sportsman. That I know, because you're playing table tennis. You're a businessman. You're coordinating everything, all the businesses in the world. The same you, you're doing it. The same you're doing party. You're putting people together, integrating unity in diversity. You're bringing everybody together and all of that. I know you're a very busy person. Now tell me, what do you do with your spare time? What do you do? Despite the awesomeness of the economy, is it only work? What do you do?
Most importantly is being charitable.
Okay.
Being charitable does not necessarily mean that, give to the needy and the poor alone. But being responsive to your environment is charity.
Being responsive to your environment.
Charity. Being responsive to your community is charity. Putting a smile on your neighbors is charity. Making people happy is charity. And I gave my time for that party because I wanted to put a smile on the estate.
We were smiling, really.
And then on my free time, I play table tennis.
Don't be surprised I'll beat you one of these days in table tennis.
I'll look forward to that. I love to watch football as well. I support Arsenal.
Okay, now we know your club.
I love football a lot. And then I love to be with friends. Sincerely, I look forward to having that in the estate, to sit with people, especially in the evenings. We sit down together, rub minds. We discuss economy, discuss politics. Especially we can discuss the growth of our estate and what we can do. But more about finding a platform to do that, which is something I would love to create in the estate.
Oh, so thank you so much for being on the show today. But before I let you off the hook, there's something I like to mention, reiterate here, because I see that you're a man of integrity, accountability from discussing with you and also watching you closely. I like to put a smile on people's face. Very rare, properties or qualities I would say that you have, and you're very vast when it comes to the economy as well. And of course you've had so many positions. So that means that you're really very ready and fit for the position you're vying for as the chairman. I'm looking forward to seeing you as the chairman someday. Okay, soonest. And but then it's really nice to have you on this call, but I would like you to say something to the people out there, not necessarily people in the estate, but this time to the youth out there. Nigeria is challenging. What do you have to say to the youth? I mean, how do you encourage the youth out there? Like everybody, not necessarily the youth, but I'm particular about the youths, and of course, I'm gender sensitive as well, so don't forget the female out there.
What I would say in a very short, way is that Nigeria is our country. No matter what it is today, it still belongs to us, and things will be better than it is today. my take mainly is it takes a failure to make a success.
Okay, it takes a failure to make a success. Wow.
If you don't go through an experience where it is challenging, where it seems like it's never going to work, where it seems like it's never going to be, you will not have that experience of how to deal with such situations. If you go through this experience and it seems not working, try your best to keep working at it. Your failures, how you failed, how you made your mistakes, will teach you and form an experience for you to make a success tomorrow, where you will learn. Let me just give you an example.
Okay.
You are treading a path. You step into water. You step into probably you kick a block or you step into a hole. You have learned to take your steps while treading such paths. And in continuation of the threading of that path, you will know how to step and you will not fall again. So you will learn how to walk the right walk on the right path. So I want you to know that for those who are there today, that know success today, they went through a patch yesterday to be who they are today. You are going through your patch now. You will always succeed tomorrow. I can assure you.
Wow.
Keep going.
Well, see, hearing up from him, he says, keep going. All right, so thank you so much, Mr. Tunji Lawal, for being on the show today. And I'm so happy that you're the man for all the work. You have a lot in your hands to do. MCTE is a big estate. And of course, we need people who are competent, who are dependable, who are accountable to, to mount that position. And I think that you've done so well from what you have told us today. So we're looking forward to having you, come February or sometime when you're going to have the election. We hope that you're going to win. Thank you for being on this call.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, bye.